Officer Kelly reporting for duty. Leaping leprechauns. If it isn't Harry Hooligan, up to his old shenanigans. That blunderous hooligan is robbing Southwick's department store. And on a Sunday at that. Come on, let's lend a hand. We've got to catch that crook, recover the loot, and be careful to boot. Don't get KO'd by wild shopping carts, beach balls, or biplanes, and get moving. There's not a moment to lose. Keystone Kapers was developed by Garry Kitchen for Activision and published for the Atari 2600 in 1983. The game takes place in the side view of a 3-story department store and its roof. The store is 8 times wider than the screen. Reaching the edge of the screen flips to the next section of the store. The mini-map at the bottom of the screen provides an overview view of the store and characters. Officer Kelly begins a game in the lower right on the first floor. The joystick moves Kelly to the left and right. Vertical movement between floors is accomplished by escalators at the ends of the map and a central elevator. The elevator can take Keystone Kelly up and down to any floor except the roof. Place Kelly in front of it and wait until the door opens. Then push your joystick forward to move Kelly into the green interior. Simply pull your joystick back to exit. Kelly can also ride up on an escalator just by touching it. An escalator is the only way to get to the roof. Harry Hooligan starts the game in the center of the second floor. He immediately begins running to the right to reach the elevator to the third floor. Hooligan continues moving up the floor. If he succeeds, then he escapes. This trip takes 50 seconds, and the timer at the top of the screen counts down the remaining time. Kelly runs much faster than Hooligan and can normally catch him in that time in a straight run with no penalties. Kelly can use the elevator to get ahead of Hooligan, causing Hooligan to reverse direction and start back down through the store. He can jump back down between levels at either end of the map, something Kelly cannot do because only escalators go up for Kelly. Kelly has to use the elevator carefully, a risk being stuck on a higher floor while the timer runs out. Slowing Kelly's progress are obstacles like radios, beach balls, and shopping carts, which can be jumped over or ducked under by pushing up or down on the joystick. If you hit one of these objects, it will cause a 9-second penalty. In later levels, flying toy biplanes cause the player to lose a life upon contact. The player begins with 3 lives. Extra lives are awarded every 10,000 points, up to a maximum of 3. Points are earned every time a crook is apprehended. The sooner you catch him, the more points you'll get. Crooks 1 through 8 are worth 100 times the amount left on the bonus timer. Crooks 9 through 16 are worth 200 times the amount left on the bonus timer. After the 16th arrest, each quirk will be worth 300 times the amount left on the bonus timer. Also, every recovered money bag and suitcase is worth 50 points. Every level gets progressively harder, adding more and/or faster hazards until Kelly loses all of his lives. The bonus timer is beneath your score. It starts to count down as soon as the game begins. When only 10 seconds remain, it starts to flash. The game ends when all of your cops are gone. You lose one of your cops by either colliding with a biplane, running out of time, or allowing Harry Hooligan to escape. Some tips from Garry Kitchen begin with not to get stuck on the roof. Once on the roof, you can't get back down. So it's important to stay behind the crook whenever possible. Also, as your score rises, the beach ball rises, so you have to duck under them rather than to jump over them. Then there are timing issues with the biplanes and carts with the ducking and the jumping, so you'll need to practice. I'll be honest, this game was totally off my radar back in those days. But this is a classic game, and one of the best games made by Activision for the 2600, and one that I'm glad to have as part of my collection. Well, thanks for watching. While you're here, don't forget to subscribe and to turn on your notifications. You don't want to miss when we post a new video. So with that, have an awesome day, and we'll see you on the next one.